What's going on there, guys? We back with another one, and today we got to talk a little bit more about Caitlin Clark and her first practice, or her first workout with Aliyah Boston, them getting work in together. But first, we're going to talk about some of her deals and some of the things that's coming her way now. Diana Taurasi has a net worth of 3.5 million, over her playing career, everything that she's gotten as a result of being one of the faces of basketball over the years. And Caitlin Clark's shoe deal over 8 years with Nike is $28 million. So it says that, she will make what Taurasi made in her entire career in 1 year just on her shoe deal. So her salary isn't the main concern, and this is good for the women's game that she's been able to bring her endorsement deals to the next level and her celebrity really and leverage that to continue to secure deals and bring attention to the women's game because people going to be watching. It's unfortunate that the pioneers of many sports, and not even just sports, but any industry, people that played a pivotal role in its inception will not reap the rewards that the later generation will reap. And that's just been the name of the game since forever. You know what I'm saying? So, but shout out to Caitlin Clark and shout out to the women that made this possible, that have been stars in the women's game long before her. But they, in a sense, I know, there could be a little resentment there, but you should be proud with what you helped build at the same time. So it's like a weird feeling. Now, another thing, remember Ice Cube offered her $5 million to play in the Big Three? Well, listen to the full details of the deal. It says Ice Cube's Big Three reportedly offered Caitlin Clark $15 million with a salary, team ownership, merchandise profits, and a documentary stake, according to TMZ Sports and The Outkick. It says the deal came with a $10 million salary over 2 years, a percentage of team ownership, half of merch revenue, and a stake in a Big Three doc with a 7-figure advance, totaling a minimum of $15 million. So Ice Cube really brought it, to Caitlin Clark. And a lot of people saying, she should have definitely took that deal because her endorsement deals would have followed her probably wherever she went. But I think, for the long game, especially with the Nike deal, being in the WNBA probably was the move, that she should make, especially grabbing that $28 million bag over 8 years. But, it was a big bag in the short term dealing with Ice Cube, and I think that was a good attempt. What I would say is she could potentially get hurt out there, though, and that was always my one drawback with her playing in the Big Three. It's a lot more physical than the NBA a lot of times. Guys are knocking people around out there. They're letting certain things go. They're playing real defense and hand checking and everything. So putting her out there, that would be kind of crazy. Now, look, we're about to move to her first workout as a member of the Indiana Fever that has hit the internet. And it's a short clip, but we're going to look at her building chemistry with Aliyah Boston right now. Let's check it out. So that's dope to see. The fact that the women's game is being covered this way and lead up to the WNBA season shows that a lot of that energy has transferred. So people that's anti Caitlyn and pro Caitlyn, keep doing what you're doing on social media, because now the fans are following it, following the game to the next level. And that's what we needed, the transference of energy from college to the pro game to build upon. Um, we will see Angel Reese and Cardosa too. That's a formidable front court. Especially Cardosa's going to be out there probably right away. Angel Reese, I don't know who they have at the four for Chicago, but she's going to be out there, contributing in some way, shape, form, or fashion too. So, hey, we're going to be looking at these young ladies and looking at what they're able to bring and continue to bring to the women's game, because they have been such an integral part of the ascension of the game, that they need their flowers and they need that support. So I know people are saying that women are tearing down women's sports by coming at Caitlin Clark and saying what she won't be at the next level, but I beg to differ. I think all this talk, whether it's positive or negative, is just making people rally either against her or for her. But that equals viewership to run the social media. So you will watch it either way, which is what the WNBA want. They don't care why you watch it, but if you do watch it, you help them get more advertisers, and they're able to continue to grow the game that way based off of your attendance or your viewership. So it doesn't matter either way. Like, business is not, that's what they mean, business is not personal. It really ain't. You know what I'm saying? You could feel how you want to feel, just watch it. That's the main thing. You know what I'm saying? So if you're a troll and you sharing the footage and getting them engagements for them on social media just to talk junk about Caitlyn or Angel Reese, then that still is something they can take and say, look, we get this many engagements on social media, so let's do this deal. So I think the women's game is winning right now. Looking for that next star. Paige looked like she's gaining some momentum in her 5th year at UConn, to be one of the faces of college basketball next year. So we'll see how far that goes. Obviously, Juju is the one out there at USC. And they brought in a lot of 5 stars over there, too, or top 30 players. I mean, no. Let me correct that. They got 3 in the top 20, I believe. They got the Mrs. Basketball from California. She's coming in there. Um, I think she's a guard. So they have a lot of pieces replacing some really vital parts to the team this year, but they have other All Americans like Juju coming in. And so that's going to be big for their continued success. And she'll be under the spotlight too. So I just wanted to show my support for the women's game, man. When that Chicago Sky footage dropped of Angel Reese and Cardosa getting it in, I'm gonna come back and talk about that a little bit too. We're gonna talk about these rookies, man, and really keep pushing it out there and do our part, for the women's game. Not just talk about it from what happened at LSU and Iowa, but we really want to keep it going. And with storylines like this that Caitlin Clark's bringing, even the Big Three storyline, her turning that down, all of this works in favor of the women's game. Deals you did, deals you didn't do are still deals that were on the table and worth talking about and continues to build your legend. So that's kind of how I'm looking at this thing, and that's how everybody else is looking at it. And she's clicks right now. You know what I'm saying? So let's support her right now. Whether you don't like her or not, I'm saying turn on the game and watch it and feel how you want to feel about it, because that's going to help. If you're team Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark has to succeed, for all the people that you like, whether you like it or not, she has to succeed to a certain degree for everybody else to be able to feed off of that. Because if she's the nemesis, then everybody's going to be watching. But if you remove Caitlin Clark from the game and these ladies are just playing, it's not the time for that. It's not enough stars with the aura right now for that to happen. So we need to root for this young lady to be very successful at the next level. Um, and we need to root for her to get some rivals, to keep it going. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Till next time. Peace.
Skip tweeted something, and although I disagree with the tweet, and hopefully Skip would take it down.
I'm not going to take it down.
Skip, 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 skip.